you on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube as well, on LinkedIn. Good morning. My name is Lisa Dublin. I am a health and life coach, and I help people to live, to lead, and to speak with confidence because confidence makes such a huge difference when you know how to handle it, how to wield it, how to use it to your advantage, both personal and professional. This morning, I want to talk to you about your routines. What do your routines look like? But before we go into that, something I've kind of fallen out of the habit of doing that I want to start again is for us to do our confessions. I am blessed and highly favored, above only and not beneath, the head and not the tail. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I shall lend and not borrow. I have nothing missing and nothing broken. I especially love that last one because it gives you a boost of energy that, okay, I'm not perfect, but I have nothing missing and nothing broken is the definition of being blessed. And then it means that it is okay that you have what you need for you to be able to survive and for you to thrive today. And who doesn't need that? Okay, Instagram, okay, Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. The thing with inspiration is that we need it every day. Yeah, you absolutely do because every single day you face challenges and you kind of need a way to be able to get through and to succeed and to make the best that you can of every day. What inspiration does and that kind of positive mindset is that it helps your mind to be in the right place for you to be able to see your options. When you look at life as being dark and being, oh my goodness, nothing is going my way, guess what? Nothing is going to go your way. Absolutely not. You're not going to see the options before you because you don't think that they exist. And it's really I say this a lot that where your focus goes, your energy flows. It is so true. If I am in the I can do it mindset, I find the things that I can do. I find options. If I am in the mindset of everything scorched earth, everything is going down the drain. There's no hope. Nobody's good. Everybody's bad. That's exactly what I'm going to attract and what I'm going to see. So wherever you're watching me, let me know that you are here. If you are on Facebook, can you hear me? Okay, and so on. You guys, today is the day when I launch my book. Well, it's out there already. So this is like the christening. If you were ever Catholic or you're still a Catholic, you know what I mean. It's the christening, or if you're not Catholic, it's the dedication, right? It's just an acknowledgement that the book is here. So I'm having the book launch of Good Girl Gone Wife. It's happening today virtually. You can go on my page. Just look in the comments. Follow me anywhere. All of the links are there to register for the free virtual book event. Come spend 1 hour with me, just 1 hour. It's most people's lunchtime here in Edmonton. So that's why I put it there. It's 12 o'clock. So, come on out and just spend some time with me celebrating. Just this book is now in the world. Good Girl Gone Wife, the first in the series, Kindle a Burning. Another thing, my podcast is out today, and I'm talking about what I am speaking about this morning: faith, fitness, and fire. And talking about, a lot of people ask me, okay, how are you able to do so many things? I mean, number one, I've got a great support system. My husband is just a great support. Thank God for him. It's also too that my kids are a bit older, so those people who are still in diapers and bottles and wanting to do all the things, take your time. Okay, I remember when I was there was no way that I could be doing all of this. And I always say to young moms, every single day the kids get older, that is comfort. One day you're going to be out of diapers and you're going to be out of bottles and that kind of thing. So take your time, do what you can. As the kids get older, you're able to do more. So these are the caveats and the guidelines within which I want to talk about this topic today. What do your mornings look like? I am a morning person and some people are not. So I'd like you to, in the first instance, adjust this for your benefit. If you are a person who works way into the night when I am deeply asleep, then take what I'm saying and try to make it work for the evenings for you for the nighttime. But the key is routine. The reason that I'm able to, accomplish quite a bit, in my opinion, in most people's, is because I have some solid routines that I jealously guard. Not jealously, I fiercely guard like a beast. I, I just don't play because I understand that if I can get those things out of the way, especially early morning, I'll tell you what they are very shortly. I understand that then I have the rest of the day to give to the people and to the things that matter as well. But for me, my powerful, I call it a PMR, and I teach my clients how to do that as well. My PMR, powerful morning routine, it consists of three things: faith, fitness, fire. And I'll tell you why. Faith, I think mentally, spiritually, we don't live in a one-dimensional world. And I've always been the kind of person that, okay, if I'm going to take care of my body, I have to make sure that I'm also taking care of my soul. That's very important to me. Some people do devotion, some people do a meditation, whatever thing you do that caters to that third dimensional part of you, the part that is intangible. Try to get it done because it makes you calmer, quieter, more um, just measured during the day when you've taken the time to kind of focus on your inner being, however you do it. Okay. So my faith is important to me. I'm a Christian. I love God. Most importantly, I love that God loves me. So I'm going to go there. Sorry that I love God, is that He loves me. So why would I not go to somebody who loves me unconditionally? So I begin there. And then I tie the two things together. So I find a lot of people don't. Some people focus so much on the soul and forget the body. Some people focus almost exclusively on getting the body in shape and forget that when you die, this body is going to return to dust and you'll have to deal with the thing that you didn't deal with all your life, which is your soul, your spirit. And so those two things go together. And the other thing, too, is there are so many physical advantages for exercise, especially as you get older, like I am, like everybody is. You want to be able to make sure that your body's working the best it can by giving it what it needs, by the bodies were meant to move as well. And so you want to get up, you want to exercise, you want to get your heart rate up a bit. You want to take care of that part of you. And that's what I put the two things together. And the other one, which I think has resulted in a lot of what I do, is that ever since COVID, I've kind of honed in on what my fire is. So, what is your fire this morning? My fire, I've written about it. You can go check my post, the podcast, whatever, right? Where does all of this come from? It comes from words, it comes from a love of not just reading, but writing, of long sentences, of just a love affair with words. And what I realized during COVID and began to mine it for what it was worth was that out of that fire, it is my fire. It's the thing that if I do it well enough and do it effectively, can produce so much more in my life. I think every single person has that. What is it for you? It might be maybe your voice. It might be maybe you have a knack for business and you need to spend time there in whatever your routine is, trying to get your entrepreneurial skills off the ground because you have a knack for it. But I feel like every single person has that fire, and when you discover it, you need to give it attention. From my writing comes books, and it comes like the scripts for the podcasts and the courses that I write, and the things that I do in the world. So when I discovered that, I realized, and having read also Atomic Habits is this atomic book by James Clear that I read during COVID that helped me to have routines that helped me to produce more. And that's what it is about. That if you can string together a couple things that make sense for you for maintenance and for productivity, you are going to be a lot more effective and more successful in the world. they do say that very successful people have the best routines. A lot of successful people, a lot of people who make a lot of money and who are quite significant, think of the big names and so on. They have routines down to perhaps even looking the same. There's the everybody knows the legend of Steve Jobs always in the black turtleneck. And I think too, to a certain extent, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, or the owner, the founder of one of the founders of Facebook, the face of Facebook, let's put it that way, just always simplifies certain things like how he dresses as part of the routine. So that becomes foundational upon which he can then go and do the big things in the world. What about you? Now I'm dealing with mornings, but you can, if you are the night owl, just, try to tweak it for your evenings or for your night times. Routines are important. You have to have a sense of the things that are most important to me. Let me do these things consistently, regularly, so I can have maintenance of who I am and I can move forward in life. What are these things for you? All right, folks, I hope everybody's hearing me this morning. It's pretty quiet, but that's okay. I know how these things go. Let me just get on to my regular fare and then we will continue. Okay. So that's what I discovered. When you can put a couple things together, it can make sense for you. A lot of people have so much potential. A lot of people are way like they should be writing, or they should be producing, or they should be in business, or maybe even you have a voice that in your mind is like, I have the day job, but I need to develop this voice. And you can't seem to find the time. Let me tell you something. We will find the time, we will find the resources, we will find what we need when we make it important enough. And for me, that triad of faith, fitness, and fire was because I put an equal premium on each, right? Definitely faith, definitely exercise. But I think like over the years, like you let everything else get in the way. And of course, I was super busy, but it was what I've come to, and this happened throughout COVID. I'm writing about it. The next book is going to be out early next year, God willing. So that's part of the process of having a routine that works, a system in place to make sure that certain things are slotted in when they're supposed to be, and I do nothing else. Every life happens after that. After I've done faith, fitness, fire, life can happen. But I guard that time, and I guard it fiercely by making sure that I try not to take any calls or any text during that time because I'm just not available. That's what it's supposed to be. And many people do not give themselves that kind of priority and are available to every single person whenever. Here's the thing you don't realize. Here's what I realize and what has helped me to kind of accept that this is the kind of person I need to be without any guilt. Do you know the same people who you feel that you owe an explanation or you owe a text or you think that you have to answer them immediately? Do you know that most of these people are literally calling you, reaching out to you at their convenient time? Think about it. Do you think that when they are busy, they're reaching out to you? No, they themselves, in many cases. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Melissa says, I love your energy, even your voice. Oh my goodness, creates a vibe for the day for me when I listen to your sessions. I feel enlightened as well. Oh my goodness, thank you. That's a lot of like, just I guess encouragement for me to keep going because I intend to. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So, you guys, I was saying, the same people who you're sacrificing your time for, do you think they're doing the same for you? I'm not saying every man jack for himself. What I am saying is that you need to privilege and prioritize yourself. Faith, fitness, fire. Those three things together work for me. Find the things that work together for you and put them together. And that way you're assured that, whatever comes, that time is protected. Those things are protected. And because you're doing them on a consistent and regular basis, you begin to reap the benefits. Spiritually, you reap those benefits where your body's concerned. You maintain your weight, you lose the weight, you learn to eat properly. all of these things because you slotted in the time to take care of yourself. And where fire is concerned, if you find a thing that you want to do and you're not doing it right now, and you can find the time to do it on a regular basis, you are in for a life of deep productivity, a life where you will slowly move towards doing the thing that you want to do more than anything else, but it comes with putting systems in place. So I hope that helped you this morning. We are going to speak more about it. As a life coach, I'm a general life coach, so I speak about all of these general things, and I'm planning to kind of like separate out the days. So one day we talk about things spiritual, then we talk about fitness, then we talk about finances, then we talk about career and fire, I like to call it, and other things, and relationships. That's my other big thing, right? We'll talk about those things as the days go ahead. So join me again tomorrow, same time, and we'll talk about, just tomorrow's Friday, so I want to take it nice and slow and easy. So we'll talk about just easy stuff tomorrow. But I hope you join me for the book launch today. Have you registered? Have you liked? There's this friend of mine. There's this lady who has a YouTube channel, and this is how she begins. Have you liked my podcast? Have you shared it? Have you commented? How am I going to know what to talk about if you don't do those things? So I'm saying the same thing to you this morning. A couple things. Make sure you join me for the launch at 12 p.m. MST today. The links are in my bio if you're watching on Instagram or Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Those links are on my page. You can follow me wherever you'll find them. And then go buy my book. Oh my goodness, you guys. I woke up this morning and I was able to browse through the Kindle version of my book. You know what that feels like? I want more of this. You know what it is? And it all boils back to, or it comes down to having a system in place in spite of life just going to be able to produce the things that matter to you. So thank you so much for watching this morning, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time on Basement Chronicles Live. I'm Lisa Dublin. Bye.